Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the Bellagio Hotel and Casino on the famed Las Vegas Strip. Is it on the Strip?
I think
yes,
so.
It is.
Yeah.
Is proud to present a show that will amaze you. We ask that for the safety of the performer, there will be no flash photography during this performance. And now, get ready to be amazed as magic enters an entirely new dimension. As the Bellagio Hotel and Casino is proud to I'm sorry. Start the whole goddamn thing again.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know. The thing that threw me, I said bring music in, but no. I want music when I cue you.
Okay, well, it's a slow build.
And I don't care.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Cue me when you want the music. 4 seconds before you want the music to start. Okay, ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Bellagio Hotel and Casino. For the safety of the performers and their animals, we ask that there is no flash photography during this evening's performance. Also, if you have any smartphones or recording devices, please turn them off at this time.
I didn't know he was going to have animals.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Bellagio is proud to... That music is throwing me. The Bellagio is proud to present the magic of the great Omarachini.
He's playing the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom line is I overcooked my beard.
I love your phrasing that you
I
overcooked
my beard.
And you know,
I look like Blackstone the Magnificent right now.
You were very cute, because what happened is when you finally revealed to us that you had done it,
Yes.
you said, I overcooked my beard. I
overcooked it.
I said I
put
wasn't going to say anything.
I
And you
put the goo on it too long.
I said I wasn't going to say anything, and you said, "Oh yeah, well if I don't bring it up, people don't mention it." I said, "Well,
right.
yeah, but you're indicating that I didn't notice."
Yes.
Oh, I noticed the very second I
Yeah,
came
I
in.
noticed when I walked in.
Also, let me look at your timer.
My timer?
Yeah, we had a little glitch at the beginning of the
Right.
show, and so, yeah, I'm close.
You're close
That's
enough.
Fine.
You're fine.
Just, I got completely thrown because I went from a moment of great joy to a moment of great disappointment.
That's your entire life.
That is.
That is.
What about?
But really, this business, you're happy for little. That's how much you're happy for. You're happy for about
What is
6 seconds.
What does your thing say? It says, "Don't get happy."
Don't get happy.
And you see, and you don't. If you don't obey
Yes.
the piece of tape that Oscar
Right.
put on your replay,
Exactly.
you're going to set yourself up for disappointment,
I'm fine.
Blackstone.
I have a question.
Everything's fine. Blackstone the Magnificent. I'm the great Omarachini.
That's
with the
right.
magic of the Bellagio.
It's the magic Siegfried and his enchanted dogs.
And for some reason, talking about the Bellagio and the music and the intro and doing the I should have had you do the intro.
No.
That would have been fine.
No, because you had the magical echo.
So the long and short of this is,
And
that-
I would have put you at the Mirage.
and people might not even know what we're talking about after for 3 minutes into the show, and people don't know what we're talking about. I'm talking about the fact that I put this Just for Men anti-gray goo on my beard occasionally, and I talk about it all the
Anti-gray goo,
time.
it's dye.
It's okay.
It is.
Look. You
dye.
didn't think that anti-gray goo was demeaning enough. You had to go dye.
It's
and you had
dye.
to take me back to the 40s, like Bob friggin' Barker.
well, I think you should let it go natural.
No, I hate it.
I disagree.
I hate it. I'm either going to shave the whole thing, or it's going to stay medium brown.
Is that your color?
Medium brown.
Your shade of dye?
More like
That
an,
is
an
my-
amber from here. Maybe where the light.
If
when the
you
light
go
hits it.
into the local Rite Aid, or in my case, the Rite Aid, the CVS, the Target, or the Walgreens.
Oh, yeah, you have your choice of drugstores because you live right by the historic drugstore district.
I live in the heart of the historic drugstore district.
You do?
In fact, if you drew a circle around the historic drugstore district,
Right.
my house would be in the center of it, and you'd be able to find it.
Yeah.
Have
it's
you
there.
have you ever thought of matching, maybe dyeing your hair and
No,
your beard at the same time?
Because the hair I have never put, there has never been 1 ounce of color.
maybe it's time.
No.
You know what, Mike?
No, I'm not going to do that.
What about
that's going to be because I'm losing it up on top. I'm going gray on the side, and my hair went gray in my beard when I was in my early 40s.
What about a colorist?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
a
too
colorist
it's
could
too
do that.
expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, but if they did your hair and your beard, it'd be worth
but
it.
see, for me, the hair, there's a big difference between the beard and the hair. Because it's just, to me, it's like if you go with the hair, you might as well put a friggin' wig on.
Really?
You know, then
And you know what?
Then you're just quitting. And the
There's
hair,
that.
the hair doesn't matter to me.
Not with
then.
the right colorist, though.
No,
Yeah.
but I have O'Mara hair. So you see this on the side?
O'Hara.
That's just going to slowly creep until I'm in my 80s.
Okay.
So that I don't worry about. It's going to stay pretty much salt and pepper.
I have
on
to
top.
keep my beard really short because it's getting gray.
Yeah, Rob's already going gray.
Yeah.
And all people that I know, I have a lot of friends Rob's age, and a lot of them now that I bumped into last weekend, the gray is starting to pop in. And it's
Yeah.
kind of fun to watch.
Guess what? It's not that fun to watch. I know the first person to call attention to it was your wife.
Oh, really?
Well, I had gone maybe 4 or 5 days past when I normally trim, and she's my beard, that is.
Speaking of trim.
And she said, you know, it's so everything is great with the baby, and you're really gray.
Yeah.
And then the nice save she did was, but it looks good on you though.
Right. You'll never have a problem, though,
I
because
will
your
eventually.
people go gray when you're when you're eating those cocoa beans at 98 years
My
old.
father didn't start going gray till he was in his 60s.
Which means you're going to be fine.
is pretty
You're not
fine.
going to have to. You're not going to have to
No,
worry
I'm
about
sure
it.
it'll come.
What about his?
I'll die
face?
before
now,
then.
with all men, I think the normal pattern of gray hair. All men start to go. Most men start to go gray in the beard first.
I think
So
so.
if you
The
see
chin,
a guy,
right?
if you see a guy with white hair and a black beard, it's just. I don't think it's normal.
Do you know that?
I'm pretty sure.
At the time Elvis died, his natural hair color was white. His hair was growing white.
He was like 42.
Yeah, but at the time of his death, his hair was growing white, like his dad's.
Real? Oh, so he's prematurely gray.
So when
I had
he-
a buddy of mine that started going gray in his 20s.
When they prepared the corpse, his hair had not been dyed for the next tour, so he had like a 1/4 inch of white around the edge of his hair.
Really?
The mortician had to put mascara in his hair to match it up.
God, that's how morbid. Only you would know that.
But
That's
gray
weird.
hair isn't just age-related. It's also stress-related.
That's true, and also
Is it really?
Also, great
I
terror.
thought that was just a joke. Hey, you're putting gray hairs on my head.
No.
Isn't
It
it
is.
the natural cycle of your DNA? Isn't that the way
It's
it
I
works?
don't know. My father, unmarried for most of his life, not very gray.
Right? Got married and
not married and not gray.
Yeah.
Hey, what a nice comment about the new wife. That might be that might.
That's true. You know what? I haven't really watched
you
him lately.
just totally dissed his wife.
No, I haven't. I said he was unmarried most of his life.
Right,
And he's
you
not
said
gray.
when he got married, he started going gray.
No, I never said that.
What
I'll
were you-
one-up him. I'll one-up him.
wait, let me finish
Okay.
the point here. What was your point?
My point is that he has spent the plurality of his life
Single.
without a bride.
Right.
And he is not gray.
Right.
Compare it to his twin brother, who's been married a long time.
Do you really believe that it is stress related?
Absolutely, because you know what? Haven't you ever read or heard about people that go gray after huge terrors in their life, like they get scared and their hair changes
Or they
color?
get hit by lightning?
Yeah, that'll do it too.
Lightning! Watch out, baby.
Yeah.
So most of my friends that are my age now that I grew up with,
Right.
and that maybe I'll run into or I'll see on Facebook, they look like life has treated them to quite a ride.
Really?
Because, and I know I'm Latin, so I'll age, I guess, more gracefully, but
That's a wonderful thought.
but
Look at you know what's great about Oscar, Mike, is every day we get at least an hour with him, and it's the grace.
no. It's, look, the blacks and the Hispanics age well.
I should have known when I went to the about.com chemistry website that it was going to be like, blah, 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 blah. You know, just give me a simple paragraph, okay?
Okay.
I don't need the entire primer. I don't need to take a college course.
White Devil ages at a much more rapid clip. For
I think
men
I'll go
and
to
women.
Disabled World.
You know what? That's the worst theme park I ever took the kids to, but lots of handicap parking.
At some stage in our lives, both men and women will experience the onset of gray hair.
This is Dr. Mike Snyderman.
Contrary to popular belief, graying hair is not always related to one's age.
Right.
Gray hair can occur as young as in our teens and range into our late 50s and even older. Some people start to gray in their early 20s, right? Why?
And what we're
The
talking
main reason
hair-
for our hair turning gray is heredity.
Oh, okay.
There it is. If your mom or dad started going gray at a young age, the chances are you may also suffer from premature gray hair.
Speaking of hair, have you ever had a hair grow out of the middle of your forehead?
Wild hair?
That's
Yeah.
not a hair. That's a horn.
No, it's not a horn. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
a horn, Rob.
I'm pretty sure I'm not evil, but I did. I looked and And the thing is that it must have grown like an inch overnight because I didn't see it one day, and the next day I just had a hair in the middle of my forehead.
I've seen that in the past.
Yeah.
But I think that has nothing to do with age. I think it just happened.
I guess.
Hold on.
What?
Studies have shown that if this does happen, you can go gray from a fright or psychological shock or trauma.
That's right.
And it's typically due to alopecia areata.
Oh, that's isn't that related to hair loss?
What happens here is that the thicker, darker hairs stop growing before it affects the growth of gray hair. I'm done talking about
It's
gray.
okay.
Yeah.
It's starting to make me. That's why I'm a disc jockey. I don't care.
What if you dye the sides of your head and not your entire head?
Yeah.
I'm not. Now, why do you think? Do you think it's that it makes the beard stand out because I'm gray on the side?
Yes, if the curtains
If I
match
match
the drapes.
And you know what?
I will never dye down there.
No,
I'll shave it smooth as a babe, but I will not gray. I will not color that hair.
Well, we've got something
but I did think about coloring my chest hair at one point.
We have something for our next bonus show then. Mike's shaving. Do you think maybe if you didn't color your mustache?
Yeah.
Because as I look at it, I think this part, the soul patch and the chin part looks great, but the mustache is what's terribly
Well,
dark.
that's the darkest part.
Yeah.
That's I put too much on the mustache today.
Oh, that's when you realize.
Yeah, I did.
Uh-oh.
Now, is the mustache...
And then I came out of the shower and I went, "Hello, Carla. Lie down on this table because I'm going to saw you in half."
Now, is the mustache
Wee.
grayer than the beard part?
I don't know.
Well, you look
No,
at
I think it's all uniform. If I let it go completely,
Yes.
it'd be like Santa. Santa.
Does your son recognize you?
He is starting to show a glimmer of recognition.
And then he hasn't begun to gray yet.
But 6 weeks is he's 5 weeks today. Happy birthday! Yay! Happy 5-week birthday, Michael William, or as my as Bill Harvey, my life insurance agent and
Yes.
helping Haitian angel man. He likes to say, "I've got the name for your son. He's a Michael William, right?" I said, "Yeah. What are we going to name him? Little Bill."
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
In the 70s, Wayne Newton was determined to shed his baby fat and baby-faced image. And borrowing a bit from Tom Jones and Elvis, he put the world on notice he'd grown up. Newton earned a black belt in karate and on a diet of Caesar salads dropped over 100 pounds. He grew a pencil-thin Errol Flynn mustache and reshaped his Waikiki wave hairdo, dyeing it a deep black. Despite the makeover, comics on the strip who'd long made Newton the butt of their jokes were still making fun of the baby-faced boy with a girlish voice he'd once been. Johnny Carson began a routine about Wayne that seemed to mock his masculinity.
You know, I'd done his show 20 times. Why would he be making those jokes about me? And he would say things like, I don't know if you've seen Wayne Newton and Liberace in the same bathtub, but it is pink.
The new Wayne Newton wasn't laughing along anymore. He went to Carson's studio unannounced and confronted him.
And I closed the door. And I said, I don't know why you're doing that kind of trash humor about me, but it better stop. And it better stop now or I'm going to knock you on your ass. It's that simple. I'm sorry it had to happen because I was a big fan of his. And maybe therein lies the real problem. I was hurt more than I was angered or felt threatened about my masculinity.
The jokes stopped.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
I went to Johnny Carson.
Yes.
Unannounced. I walked into his office.
Yes.
He was standing there, Freddie the Cordova, I asked him to leave.
Yeah, Wayne.
His producer.
Right.
I walked up, I looked at Johnny Carson, and I said, I want to kiss you so much.
No, you didn't say that.
Oh, I said, I'll knock you on your ass.
Hey, Wayne, I do have one more question.
What's that?
Have you seen Mike's beard?
Yes, it's at the bottom of the toilet.
Live from Studio 1K in the Fiberplex Broadcast Center, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are downloaded worldwide 18 million times and powered by Encore Insurance. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, 102.9 FM WTNT in Washington, D.C., and the mighty 1630 KC Jaja in Iowa. Today is Friday.
Yeah.
August 23rd, 2013, and our show is brought to you by Patriot Harley-Davidson. Don't ride a Harley-Davidson because it gets about 50 miles to the gallon. Don't ride it because it's easier to park and gets you in all those HOV lanes. Don't ride it because they start at just $6 a day. That's true. They
Yes.
do. Ride a Harley because it will move your soul.
So true.
Put something fun between your legs and learn to ride with the Rider's Edge New Rider course. That is a rider training course designed to teach you the basics of motorcycle operation in an atmosphere that's pure Harley-Davidson. And the best part of all, our own Oscar Santana getting ready in just a couple of weeks to take the big course, and you can take the course with him if you sign up soon, because you are going to be joining a lot of our listeners out there on the track. And the best thing about this, even if you haven't ridden for 30 years, even if you say, I want to tweak it a little bit before I get back on a bike, or you are a bald-faced beginner. I don't know what that means.
Well, that means they don't have a dyed beard.
If you are a bald-faced beginner, I urge you to take this course, because training on a motorcycle is the best way to ensure that you're going to ride safely. And the people that usually get into a problem are people that don't have training, don't know what they're doing, and are out there making a lot of mistakes. There are a lot of safety issues with riding a motorcycle, and training, just like training in the military, training in police departments, training helps keep you safe.
It's a lot of things about riding a motorcycle are counterintuitive, and you can't figure them out. You need the training. And you know what else this is great for? If you're on the fence, if you think, I'd like to try riding a motorcycle, this allows you to get on a bike and see if you like it.
Exactly.
And you don't have to buy a bike to find out.
Right. I wouldn't have put counterintuitive in the copy, but that's just me.
No, that's why it's important. You can't figure this stuff out on your own.
It's really, you could, if you really had to, you could get on a bike and,
can't.
Ride it tomorrow.
You can't.
Ask Jason Williams. You know what happened to him?
Stay out of my commercial.
He destroyed his entire NBA career because he jumped on a brand new bike he had.
Yep. Who's this?
Jason Williams, 10 years ago.
Yes, yeah, because you
destroyed his life.
I use techniques, and Rob, you should know this. And and I'd love someday, if you ever had the desire.
Nope.
For you to take the course.
Nor would I ask you to come and listen to records at my house.
I would
have stuff that overlaps.
I would.
No, but I wouldn't ask you.
I'd spend the afternoon.
Yeah, okay.
We'd have lemonade.
Yeah.
We'd sit in the...
Why don't you postpone Maine for a day and come over today?
Come to your house.
I
Anyway,
think it'd be nice.
Take the class with Oscar Santana. Oscar will be joining a limited number of folks if they sign up first, right out of this chute today, for the Rider's Edge New Rider course. If you act fast, you can join Oscar in his class. Just go to counterintuitive.com.
That's right.
No, I'm kidding.
/hair dye.
Hey. Go to michaelmarishow.com and click on Oscar Ride. And I use techniques that I used in the very first training course that I ever had on a motorcycle, and I use them today. And it's really the dedication of the people in the Rider's Edge New Rider course program, the instructors you have, they're so dedicated to making you a better rider. I really can't recommend it highly enough.
I actually have been doing some math.
Yes.
And the Tesla's out, and a motorcycle might be in.
Really?
Yes.
Percentage?
I can't afford a Tesla, but I can afford a motorcycle.
60% on the motorcycle?
I would say 70.
We're going to talk about one. For some reason, Officer Meg put a picture of, I don't know if it's a buddy of hers, but somebody's selling a motorcycle. Patriot Harley-Davidson is proud to be a winner of Harley-Davidson's coveted Bar and Shield Award for each of the last 7 years. Only 5 other dealers in the country joined Patriot in that honor. And you know what? We spend a lot of time talking about Patriot Harley-Davidson because not only are they clients of this show, but they are also friends of this show.
Good friends.
So get involved this weekend. If you're messing around online, sign up for this because it's really worth every single penny, and we urge you to do that right away.
Do it.
Thank you very much. On the program today, let's not waste time.
Okay.
Let's call him right now.
You want to?
Here
I told him to
go.
I told him to unblock his phone. He agreed.
Do you want me to dial?
And after years and years and years,
More than anything.
many years since we have actually had Tom Gavin on the phone. And Tom, I've known Tom, and Tom's been associated with various shows of mine for a million years now. Let's see if he's home.
I'm glad he got the message.
What happened?
Yes, exactly.
If he didn't unblock his
How
phone.
old is Tom now?
Hello.
Tom Gavin!
Hey!
Tom Gavin, buddy, my buddy. How are you, buddy?
How you doing, man? What's going on?
It's been a long time, Tom, since we've had the pleasure of talking to you. How are you?
Good.
It's now you've known about the shows that I've been on for well over, I think, 25 years, right, Rob?
And I go back further with Tom than you. He was in my neighborhood when I was growing up.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You knew Rob growing up, Tom?
Yeah, me and Bob grew up on Park Avenue in McLean.
Park Road, yeah.
See us. We used to run in together at Safeway in Chesterbrook.
And Tom, I've been wanting you. This is the first. You are the first official guest that we have had on the new internet version of the Mike O'Mara Show, where we put you online because Oscar and Rob put our brand new phone line in, and we decided you'd be our first call. What do you think of that?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I'd like to come in and take Buzz's place.
Well, I'm sorry, but that is not going to happen, Tom. But we'll still call you, period. And Tom, I'd like to personally invite you to the live show. You can come as my guest to the live show, okay?
When's that going to be?
I will be making an announcement about that coming up sooner than later. I can't tell you right now, though, on the show.
What's going on? Hey, Bob, what's going on, man?
Well, it's good. You know, Tom, I actually had a question for you. We've known each other for so long. How old are you now?
53.
53!
Wow. Mikey's like your age.
And the old hits are the great hits. Tom, I want you to roar like a monster. Yeah! I love that so much.
Yeah, it's great when they play the hits, isn't it?
It is the hits. I love the hits.
Baby coming along. I see got pictures on Facebook.
The baby is doing beautifully, Tom. Thank you for asking. And the reason that we're calling you first is you've struck up quite a friendship with my wife online, haven't you?
Yeah, Carla.
Okay, yes, Carla.
Yes.
That's right. Oscar wanted to say hi to you also, Tom.
Hey, Carla.
No, this is Oscar, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Oscar?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
What's going on, man?
I need you to clear up a rumor, if you don't mind. Rob said when he lived in your neighborhood as a kid that you weren't allowed to give out candy on Halloween. Is that true?
Yes.
You had a big sign in your front yard?
Stop. Hey, stop that. Stop it. Stop it. You behave yourself. That's it. Hey, you can tell him to go to hell there, Tom.
I'm going to hell.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love Tom. I love Tom Gavin. I'm here to say it. What? Charlie? Hold on. Let me go get Charlie. We haven't had you on a while. Hold on.
Really?
A second. All right. Hello?
Hey, Charlie, what are you doing?
Hello, Tom.
Now, Tom, remember the rule.
Hi, Tom.
It's okay to talk to Charlie, but as yourself.
That's right. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Charlie, what are you doing?
I'm just hanging out with the guys.
Can't help himself.
How are you?
Good.
You two still hang out?
I gotta go, Tom. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. He's leaving now. So what else is new? What's new in your life?
The new phone system is.
Tom Gavin, what is new in your life? I want to talk about you.
I'm doing campaigns.
You're doing campaigns? What kind of campaigns?
Terry McAuliffe campaign.
Oh, the governor for governor.
The governor, yeah.
So what are you doing for the Terry McAuliffe campaign?
I'm making phone calls to people that, like people want to know what's going on with Terry.
Well, that is pretty damn cool. This is.
Are you doing any fun?
Tom's doing well.
Are you returning his gifts?
You doing any fundraising?
That's the other guy.
Oh, sorry.
Scratch
that.
Read your politics, your Virginia
Virginia.
politics.
I don't care.
That's Cuccinelli, huh?
I don't know, Tom.
Hey, Tom, can we do a play act right here?
Oh, this will be good.
Can we do pretend like I'm one of your cold calls and you're calling from the Terry McAuliffe campaign? Like ring, ring, ring.
Oh, hold on. Tom, Mike will say hello, and then you do what you do when you do your campaigning, okay?
All right, here we go. Ring, ring, ring. Hello?
Hello. Is Mike O'Mara there, please?
Yes, I'm right here. My name's Mike O'Mara. What can I do for you?
My name is Tom Gavin. I'm a volunteer with the Democratic campaign. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great, Tom. Thanks for calling.
Know who you going to vote for in the campaign?
In the campaign, I was thinking about voting for Terry McAuliffe.
Yeah, cool.
Isn't that cool? Thanks so much for the call. Hey, before I let you go on the line here, is there? Could you tell me who's the celebrity you most like to have sex with?
Not your wife. You're married.
There you go. Attaboy,
that's
Tom.
respectful.
Very good, Tom.
You can call her.
Very good.
Are we done with the play?
Yes, we're done with the play. Thank you. The phone line's out. Tom, who is the celebrity right now that you're most attracted to?
Elvis.
No, Tom. Elvis. It can't be Elvis. I think you're.
It's a good answer.
No, but he's demonstrated that he's a heterosexual man.
Yes,
that
yes.
would be. We're talking about a woman you'd like to.
Although we haven't spoken to him in a while.
That's true. You haven't changed your sexual preference, have you, Tom?
No.
Okay, so you like women still?
Yeah.
Okay, so who is the woman, a celebrity woman, that you would most like to have sex with?
Don't hurt yourself.
Don't take your time, Tom. We got plenty of time.
I have a guess.
See,
It's a 1-hour show. Hold on. We'll take your time, Tom.
let me think.
That you take do all the thinking you want. Think movie stars, TV stars, people.
Local television anchors?
Don't help. Don't help him.
Roz from Frasier?
No.
Local Channel 4 anchors.
Oh, good.
Really?
Yeah.
Local Channel 4 anchors. That was Rob's.
Well, no, I'm just saying that, it's the entire world is open. It doesn't have to be someone named
Are
Doreen.
there any local TV babe?
What's her name?
Who?
One on Channel 4 News.
Well, there are a lot of them on Channel 4.
Barbara Harrison?
No, I don't think.
Barbara Harrison.
But no, you don't want no. It's not Barbara Harris.
How about Miss Goff?
Yeah.
Well, she's not on. Oh, she's on the weekend. On
Yeah.
Channel 7 News.
Oh, you mean that you like the ones on 7?
Yeah.
Allison Starling?
How about not like national movie stars, Tom?
Allison Starling I like.
Oh, hey, all right. Congratulations.
That's good.
We got that answer. What else?
Yeah, we got that answer.
Are you excited about?
Yeah, boy.
Are you excited about the Redskins season?
Yep.
Are you going to be selling programs this year?
I don't know. I got to call them and see what's going on.
All right. So what else is new, Tom? Because we got to go pretty
Nats
soon.
won last night.
Yes, they did. That's
Yep.
good stuff. Are you
13
big?
innings.
Are you a big Nats fan?
Relatables.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, he's got relatables.
That's true. Hey, Tom, I have a question for you about the campaign that you're working on.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
go
Scott,
ahead.
you be nice.
I'm wondering, were you hired by the guy that you're making calls for, or did Mr. Cuccinelli hire you to make those
Hey,
calls?
that's not nice. That's not. Tell him to go to hell, Tom.
Go to hell.
Oh,
Rob.
you know I'm just funning you, buddy.
Go to hell, Rob.
Who said that one? Oscar did?
No, that
No.
was me, Tom.
I'm your friend. Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Before you go, if you have internet access, you should go to Amelia Siegel and check her out.
Oh, I've seen that. What
Amelia
happened?
Siegel. I think that's.
What the hell is that?
Is that coming from you? Or
Is that
coming from
me?
I'm sorry. I
Oh, it's
apologize.
from you, Mike.
I'm on News Channel 4.
It's the Gavin Factor. That's what's happening. Tom,
Yeah.
so we will call you again. And oh, yeah, she's the new meteorologist
On Channel 4.
She's very, very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
She's
What's Carla doing today?
she's in the Oscar Santa. What's that?
What's Carla doing?
Carla's getting.
Always comes to this, doesn't it?
Well, I'll tell you, Tom. Carla's getting the baby ready because we're taking a trip up to New England today.
Oh, going up to New England.
Yeah, we're going to see the family because we want to show off our baby.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to come to
She's
the.
there. Can I talk to her? Is she in the studio?
Let me see if Carla's around. Hold on just a second. Carla! She might be taking a walk. I'm not sure. Carla, darling, are you around?
Hey, while he looks for her, Tom, I have a question for you. Are you still in touch with Beth Ann?
Who?
Do you remember Beth Ann?
No. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, Beth Ann McBride.
Yeah.
Didn't you used to have a thing for her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to be the producer on my show. You remember that? Tom?
Where's she been at?
Tom's might be losing interest. The call may have gone about
Tom,
a
are you
minute too
stroking
long.
out?
No, he's not. Of course not.
No, I'm sure he's fine.
Where's she at?
Tom, you remember when what is the question I always used to ask you about your day-to-day activities? Do you remember? This is a real tough one.
I know.
Where is it?
I used to ask you what you had for breakfast.
That's right.
I have nothing yet.
Nothing yet. What's the?
Oh, you can't skip breakfast. That puts you at a greater risk for heart issues.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Wednesday we had scrambled eggs,
Yes.
sausage,
Uh huh.
and pancakes.
Oh, pancakes. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what that makes you do, right, Tom?
Fart.
Yeah, fart.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, Tom. It's been a slice of heaven, and Tom, you're a good guy. We love you, and look forward to seeing you at the live show. We'll tell you all about it. Okay, so you can come out. And
I got the number I can call in.
no, you don't have the number.
I do.
You wait. Hold on a second. You have our number right now.
You didn't
Yeah.
block it, did
It
you?
came up on the caller
Hold on.
ID.
Wait. Hold on, please. Please.
You didn't block it.
Please.
Knock it off.
All right, Tom.
Yeah.
You have that number.
Yep.
I want you to destroy it.
Okay.
You can never call that number.
Okay.
Tom, if you ever call us, you're going to ruin it, okay?
I'm going to one up this.
All right,
Tom,
bye, guys.
Tom, no. Tom, you
Yeah.
grab that piece of paper right now.
That's off.
You grab that piece of paper that you wrote the number down. I know
It's
you did
gone.
that. No, you crumble it up and you eat it.
Tom, if you ever call this number, you know we just have to keep it a private line. It's our private line.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
We got to change the number.
No, we got to take the phone away from Speedwack. You didn't block his number. You didn't block. That's the whole. I specifically said we're taking. He took the block off that he can accept calls from blocked numbers. That means you have to block the number.
I forgot.
Oh my God.
If we need to change the number,
Oh my God.
Mike,
Yes.
my bad.
Yeah, I know.
I'll pay for the number to be changed.
God.
No one feels worse than me.
All right.
However, I do know this. Tom understands the game.
Yes, he does.
If he knows that if he calls us, it ruins this new relationship.
You're not the one that's going to hear in the middle of like midnight. What's up, guys?
You don't need to take his call.
Where's Carla?
God. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. Oh, my. Me,
You know
oh
what
my.
happens? It's happened twice already. Mike went from happy to not so happy during the show. I apologize.
Okay, it's a fixable problem. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show.
With the phone number or him?
This segment of the show is brought to you by Encore Insurance Services, LLC, the people who bring you this show every weeknight on 102.9 FM WTNT. For a free life insurance quote, visit smartterm.com or call 866-347-5748. They'll do all the work for you. Encore will compare rates to help you save. License and disclaimer info at smartterm.com. And be sure and thank them for sponsoring everything we do.
Yes.
Not just that little ass radio station that we're on, but everything we do. Everything we do.
You're going to speak badly of that wonderful powerhouse?
No, to be honest with you, the people at Encore involve themselves in so many facets of the Mike O'Mara Show, and we thank them for every single one. It's Encore Insurance Services at smartterm.com. Something to make you feel old. I love this story every time it comes out. It's always very exciting for me.
Isn't it from the University of Beloit?
I have no idea.
They're the ones that normally do it. Oddly, I mean, it's an odd place to have it come from, but they're normally the one that tabulate this list.
It's back to school time, which can mean only one thing. Time to talk about how young high schoolers are and how old you are. And the thing I like about this is 20 years ago, when I read this list for the first time, it made me feel old.
Oh, my
right
God.
now, it doesn't make me feel old because I'm so ancient, it doesn't. They don't remember things that, you don't remember things that were relevant to me. That's the way it goes. This year's high school freshmen are the class of 2017.
Wow.
So they were born in 1998 or 1999.
Okay.
Which means they don't really remember much from before 2004 or 2005. Here's what that means.
Okay.
Number one, not only did they never have to use paper maps.
Never?
Never. They never lived in a world without GPS.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
You know
so
what?
really, but in a way, I don't envy them with that because they are technically illiterate when it comes to finding their way.
However, you need to know. One of my first jobs was delivering furniture, and we lived by, do you remember the ADC maps? You always saw them at 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
they were
absolutely.
in Northern Virginia, D.C.
Right.
And I got to know those things back and front.
Here's the thing. You're fine until you're charged device or your battery-operated device.
Or if you ever have to bury treasure and find the coordinates.
Or if you're sitting, any...
Oscar, what do you do on your weekends?
Any, Outward Bound, any of those survivalists, you always have to still look at a map. But we are not going to have any ability to do that. I remember one of the big things when I was growing up on the coast of Maine was getting in a boat and trying to negotiate your way by reading a chart.
Coordinates,
Reading a chart. I still can read a chart.
Waterway charts, there's no way.
I would sit there. I remember being in, I did this
And don't get them wet.
less than 10 years ago. I also did it again. And I took a little chart, did not have a GPS unit, took the little chart that I had, and I negotiated around Mount Desert Island. You see the water out there.
Yeah.
You know what it's like. And it was foggy. I mean, 1 mile visibility fog. It was like pea soup fog. And I remember the thrill of looking at your chart and taking a look at a heading on a compass and coming up on your particular bell buoy, your can or your nun when you're out there in the open ocean, which you are, and in a little 22-foot boat, and coming through the fog and seeing the green buoy and going, oh my God! Thank God!
You got it right.
Thank God!
It's a miraculous feeling when you find your way.
Because on that coastline, you go on the wrong side of that buoy, and you might be in a little bit of problem.
Can you look at the North Star and guide yourself that way?
No, I can't. Celestially navigation, I'm not doing it. I don't do that at all. But as far as
Mike navigates by the stars, we're running Best of on Monday.
You get a situation. I'll give you an example. You've got the Costa Concordia. You've got that experienced ship's captain, and your electronic devices are not always true. You still sometimes have to look at a good chart that shows you depths of the ocean, and you have to know where you are. And sometimes a GPS unit will completely F you. It happens all the time in navigation.
Remember Apple Maps when they did that update and they were driving people into Death Valley?
Here's another thing. This is where I'm a little jealous, maybe. Number two, they've never watched TV in an era before DVRs.
Oh, they're spoiled.
Now, I remember when the big story was they'd always had videotape.
Or a remote.
Right. Or, I think remotes came along very, very rapidly.
But not as common.
Not in my house.
Really?
I was a little remote.
Are you going to get Pedro whatever?
No,
Moreno?
my mom would yell from our townhouse, top floor. We'd be in the basement, and we'd have to scurry upstairs, and she'd say, Channel 14, and then click, 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 14.
Well, remember
and
you would
all
have
the way downstairs.
It would be the top dial that would go chunk, chunk, chunk to you,
Right.
and then it was brrrr, and they'd say, "Don't turn it so fast."
I'm surprised you guys have memories of that because you're.
Yeah, well, we had to take turns.
You know, I do. I've worked with you so long.
Right.
I remember when we first had the news story about DVRs, and none of us could understand the technology.
That's right.
Because they were. That's where we first said
so fast.
That's when we first
take it
said,
for granted. You just assume it, and it just becomes part of your life, and then you forget about
They
it.
said we read the story, and it said you can start a show.
Why do they call it DVR? Well, shouldn't it be? And I'm sure I said this. Why do they call it DVR? Why don't they call it VCR? Which it is. It's a video cassette recorder. No, Mike. It's
a
not.
hard drive.
It's digital. A hard drive. So it's a computer. No. Yeah.
And they said you can start a show after it begins and end at real time, and we just started saying, "Time machine!"
Right,
That's what we
exactly.
thought it was. We thought it was somehow bending the continuum.
Now I lie up in my bed all night and just go, "Oh man!" I fast forwarded by the commercial. Too far.
Robert watches wrestling. He starts it at 25 after the hour, so he doesn't have to watch commercials.
Yeah, I mean they're all like that.
Yeah.
I mean all the kids today
Yeah,
are doing that.
smart boy.
Number 3, they're the same age as Family Guy, and younger than the Backstreet Boys.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a crappy one. That's a stretch, and that's BS.
Yeah, but the Backstreet Boys are just, I mean, they were big when I was getting out of college.
Does that make
that makes me feel
that?
old.
See, to me, that's
That
not
makes me
even
feel
relevant to me.
Yeah.
But does that make you
Oh, yeah.
feel old?
And you know what? It's poorly written because what they should say is younger than the band the Backstreet Boys. Because, of course, they're younger than the Backstreet Boys because they're
Right.
60 now.
And the same age as the cartoon show Family
Well, no,
Guy.
younger than the band, how long the band's been around.
That's what I mean. Yeah, okay.
They have never had to use floppy disks or VHS tapes.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean VHS tapes. I haven't touched a VHS in an amazing.
I still
amount
have
of
one
time.
hooked up to my TV just in case for like home movies and stuff.
I
that
see.
I have.
I it's so irrelevant to me. And once I got everything on DVD,
Yeah.
but that's going to be irrelevant. DVD's going to be irrelevant.
You're right.
You know, and I remember transferring something I did on a VHS tape, my mom's 80th
Yeah,
birthday
I
party.
remember.
And I remember transferring that on from VHS to DVD, and now that's going to be obsolete.
Yeah, you
but
got to
that-
rip
because
it into
all
your
of this,
computer.
all of this actually has degenerative properties, right? I mean, you're
Yeah.
actually going to have it a DVD after
last
a certain
longer.
amount. Yeah, it will last longer, but it
Yeah.
will eventually
Yeah.
Sure.
wear out,
And it can crack.
turn to dust,
Digital.
melt.
Gotta make it digital.
Number 5, they're so young that even MySpace was before their time.
Oh, you're kidding.
Damn.
Oh, man.
MySpace.
Did you
How are
have
they
a
gonna,
MySpace?
How
Mike?
are they going to pick out their
was-
8 favorites?
I was on MySpace for a
Top
very
8.
brief period of time.
I signed on once
Oh.
just for show prep. I probably still have a MySpace thing out
Yeah,
there.
you're probably still on there, Mike. Did you ever shut it down?
I probably didn't. I probably
hold on
didn't.
a sec.
MySpace was on the way out when they were around 8. Are you going to look for
Yeah.
it?
I remember Mike was real active on MySpace. He was posting a lot of his favorite indie bands.
Is MySpace going to be? Is Facebook going to be MySpace eventually? Is that the way it's
Someday.
going to
I think
Because I don't
someday.
see they keep talking about it, and they've talked about Facebook going out of favor for about 8 years now.
Well, what's
Haven't
happened?
they?
I think
They have.
Facebook is what's happening to Facebook is it's not going away, but it's skewing older.
Right.
And when things skew older, things go away because old people die.
Old people, you won't get any older, and you won't ever die.
That's right.
There's a Don and Mike MySpace.
Wow.
That might be the one
Wow.
I started.
Oh my!
It's great.
God.
Anyone send me a message?
Oh, speaking of Don, I know that Don's wife Janet
Yes.
was in a car accident. I want to send out our best wishes to Don's wife, and as I told him personally, that's got to be a very difficult situation with his history, as everybody knows.
She gonna be okay?
I won't belabor it, but I think she's going to be okay. The car was not, but apparently she is. And I had a brief conversation with them online. So speedy recovery for
Yes,
please.
Janet, and had to be very difficult for him. But MySpace has Don and Mike on it.
Don and Mike are still on there. It's actually Don Geronimo, Mike O'Mara. I think whoever set it up as a show MySpace.
Right.
It's still there.
It's funny that MySpace is still there. I'm clicking on it just to look at it.
Well, they're trying to resurrect
Oh, they're
it.
trying to hip it with a lot of
Yeah,
pictures.
and it's-
Whoa, hey, well, you know what? That naked picture of Lady Gaga will hold my interest for a
There you go.
while.
Big,
Yeah.
big fans.
Hey, they're sexing it up all over the place.
It's supposed
Is
to be
this what it's supposed
a
to look
music
like?
site now.
Oh, okay.
Well, always what really was a music site.
Okay. Looking at this picture of Gaga,
Yeah, lady.
she's an enigma. She can look like a complete and utter troll, and then you look at a picture of her, and it's like,
They can
Not
really
bad at
fix her
all.
up. They can fix her up. But it has a lot to do with
Absolutely.
lighting and special effects.
Rob, I'm looking at that, but not with the body, though.
Oh, her
Yeah.
body is great, but
body
that
looks
face,
pretty
it
good.
looks like the Death Star.
You're not a fan?
I mean, it's just, if it's not appropriately handled, what you've got there is an issue.
Okay, let me just say this.
But the body is great.
For our friends at MySpace.
Yeah.
All right? a very user-friendly little website. I just went to you. I haven't looked at it in years, and I click on, and I'm kind of captivated.
Well, it's probably moving
I'm
pretty
already
fast.
diving into a Gaga music video.
It's probably moving pretty fast because there's only 3 people on it in the world. It's really not a lot of data to slow it down.
Very cool. Let me see. Oh, we got to take a break?
Yeah, we got
Hold
20
on.
seconds.
Wait a minute. Where is it? All right. We've got VHS. They're so young. MySpace was before that time. Their first movie could have been the third lousy Star Wars prequel.
Wow.
That's their first movie. They've always lived in a world where Nirvana could be classic rock, and gas never cost less than $1. Wow. That's it. We got to take a break. We'll come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Maynard Ferguson Death Day, Mike.
Maynard Ferguson passed away today?
Today, like 7 or 8 years ago, and there's a listener, and her name escapes me. She always asks me to play Maynard, and this is a Maynard Buddy duet, so everybody's happy.
Maynard Ferguson, great trumpet player. You're listening to the
High notes.
song stylings of Mr. Buddy Rich. And this segment of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our good friends at Vistaprint. They're back, and here's a great idea to show off your personality or your business identity. Personalized iPhone cases from Vistaprint.com. They should be rolling in next week. When you get yours, please send me a picture of it. And,
Yes.
just send me a message on Facebook. I'd love to see it. Vistaprint is a small business's best friend, and you can easily design your own iPhone case to get your business noticed. Or if you don't care about your business and you just want to show your love for Elvis Presley, you can do what Rob did and have this done like this. Take a look at that.
Eat it, Graceland.
There it is.
Eat it.
He had his own custom Elvis case made.
I'm going to switch next week to Young Elvis. I had 2 of them made.
Anything you like, whether it's a sports team, whether it's a picture of your beloved, it doesn't matter. You can do it at Vistaprint, and prices start at just $14.99 right now. My listeners can get 25% off all iPhone cases when you go to Vistaprint.com/TMOS. Spend $30 or more, and the shipping is free.
How much?
It's free.
That's outstanding.
So, buy 20 of them. I'm going to buy them for Christmas gifts for everybody on the show.
Oh, there you go.
Hooray.
Hey. You'll still have your Elvis one.
Of course I will.
Great way
I
to-
only have one if it's a picture of your beard.
It's a great way to impress clients, to get your name out there. The possibilities are endless, from family photos to business logos. They're easy to create and will get you noticed. 25% all personalized iPhone cases and free shipping when you spend more than $30. Just remember to go to Vistaprint.com, and please remember it's Vistaprint.com/TMOS. Otherwise, we don't get the credit.
And we need the credit.
We need the credit.
Credit, baby.
It's all about credit. And remember, most everything a small business needs for printing is available at Vistaprint.
Of course.
Anyway, that's the way it goes.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you.
Brad Gumbel.
Thanks so much. Hey, that's right. Tonight on Real Sports. Hey, how are you? Thanks, Frank DeFord. Good piece. Good luck to you. Thank you.
What they often call back on the Today Show, and he hasn't been on that for 20 years, is the Brad Gumbel question. Why?
Why is that? Oscar Santana.
Yes.
Good to have you with us.
Hey.
How you doing? Pedro Moreno. Tough to deal with Mom with a big old
it
paddle.
was tough. It was tough.
Oscar, thanks for joining us.
Oh, okay.
Rob Spiewak.
Yeah.
Broken home.
Yes.
Tough growing up.
Yes.
Deb on a motorcycle.
No.
Thanks for joining us, Rob. Pony Boy.
How's it going?
Winston regulars?
Sure.
Yeah. Still smoking them?
You got it.
Pony Boy, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
So true.
And he just
Brian
goes-
Gumbel.
That would be. Then he goes around the show.
Oscar Santana.
Yes.
Gonna buy a Tesla.
No.
Switching to a motorcycle.
Probably.
Thanks for being with us. Rob Spiewak.
Bryant.
Right. Shaved head.
Yes.
Didn't block Tom Gavitt.
No.
Bad move.
Yes.
Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Pony Boy.
Yeah.
Still weighing in at 135?
You got it.
Oh, that's good stuff. What are you having for dinner for tonight?
Nothing.
Pony Boy.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
That is too funny. Is your father ever going to buy a motorcycle? Or do
I
you
think he is. I think he is. But you know what? I don't know if this will bother you. I don't think he's going to get a Harley.
Really?
He wants his image. He wants a smaller bike,
Right.
like he had when I was a boy.
A bike that would have this sound. I think I can recreate
Yeah,
it with
please
my
do.
mouth.
I've talked about what he's been
That's-
examining.
Tell him, hey, horny Bob Spiewak.
Yeah.
You want to get that blood flowing right now? Listen to this. Ooh, that was that big motorcycle sound. That's Michael O'Mara's bike. Whoa, he's gonna rev it up for you right now, horny Bob Spiewak. good stuff, isn't it? Listen to that. Listen, you know what that is? Horny Bob. Let me tell you this.
He's listening live right now.
That is a sound I would describe as throaty. It's throaty. Yes, sir.
But he wants the bike.
Wait, I'm
going to
drive it away, Rob. Hold on.
Okay.
I think I'm driving away now. Am I? Bye, Mike.
There he is.
Going to Maine.
Right up in the back of a U-Haul.
There you go. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Oh, fellow, it'll be okay.
That's good. I like that.
He wants. He's been looking at
expensive.
something not quite as grand as your bike. What his image in his head is he wants something like what Steve McQueen rode in the Great Race or the Great Escape.
Couldn't he could get it like a used one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
absolutely.
definitely looking around, but he's looking at all
Our buddies
things.
over at Patriot can hook him up.
absolutely.
He can get a little and he wants a Sportster.
Absolutely.
He'd look like a doofus on a sports. He's 9 feet tall.
I'll make sure he gets the message.
He would look awkward on that size bike. He is a man that how tall? Your father's taller than you.
6'4".
Correct? He's 6'4".
Yes.
And you are
6'2".
6'2". He needs a larger bike.
You know what?
My friend Rich had the Sportster that he rode from L.A., and I swear to God, he looked
Well,
like
I
an
don't
exclamation point coming down
I don't
the
think
road.
my father is going to be riding to Carhenge either. I think he's mostly going to be riding around the neighborhood.
But it's a question of balance. It's a question of having
Well,
a
I don't
bike.
think his balance is off.
He has had some golf cart accidents.
That's true, and that was a skateboard. So
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Let me talk to him.
Okay. All
Hey,
right.
Bob. This is Mike talking right here.
This is Mike O'Mara.
Yeah, I know you'd like to. I know. Hi, Bob.
Maybe Bryant could talk to him.
Bob Speedway. Horny Bob Speedway. Well, working for a lot of different companies. Horny Bob, thanks for joining us. Great to be with you. Going to the beach house all summer. Still saying you're working. We know it's a lie. Thanks for joining us.
That's it. Horny Bob Spewak. If you get into motorcycling, please don't get a little bike. Don't get a small bike. Get a large bike because
Horny Bob, the chicks will really dig the larger bike.
When he gets
That's the way it goes.
when he gets to that point,
Yes.
here's the deal. Really, if you want to get really behind the curtain,
Sure, Rob.
the house next to him at the beach
Right.
is right now up for sale.
that's the one that's haunted, right?
Yes,
Yeah, that's the one where they had the killings.
it's full of spooks and
Right.
specters. It's horrible.
All I know is Rob told me that when he was down there right before they put the house on the market,
Right.
that Rob saw a guy that looked a little like a young James Brolin coming out with a shovel, and his butt was bleeding.
Exactly.
So I don't know what happened down there.
But on the
it's-
bright side,
is the cemetery located between the properties, or is it on the other side of the house?
it used to be, actually, ironically, Mike, it was where the house is, but they moved the stones.
Right, and it was
Not the bodies.
and all the things happened. Here's the weird part. Do you remember the name of the family?
The family, that was
Adams.
That's it. With two D's.
All I know is it went something like this. Dig. Dig that hole. Dig it fast. We want to get all this dirty work finished before that bastard Bob Spewak wakes up and has his coffee. He's always staring at me. Always staring. Hold on. Duck over behind that bush. There's Bob Spewak on his porch.
With his binoculars?
That son of a bitch. He's got that little skiff that he takes out there, and he don't even hunt for fish.
Hunt for fish.
He don't even hunt fish like the rest of us. It pisses me off so much that I killed my whole family.
Oh my God!
That's
Wow.
right. You're a dead man, Bob Spewak. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm goofy. It's the weekend.
So it really is a buyer's market with the haunted house, and if someone buys the house, he had a deal with the previous owner that he
Right.
could use a part of the garage.
Oh,
Once you
That's-
answer, once you put it on there,
Oh,
put it on the
my
line.
God.
Once you answer it.
Tom,
Yeah.
do not call us.
Okay.
Tom,
We went through this.
Tom,
Okay.
Mr. Spewak has made one of the worst mistakes since he has worked on this show.
Yes.
But he feels really bad, and he's going to feel much worse if you keep calling the show.
As a matter of fact, Tom, if you were to call the show again, you'll never be on the show again. Do you want to be on the show again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Tom.
Then what we have to
Hey,
do
Tom,
is we
here's-
have to be the ones who call you.
Hey, Tom, you'll be on the show if you call the show again. Until Rob
Hey,
gets.
Oscar. Yes. Go shove up your monkey's ass.
Actually, Tom, this call went rather well.
Hey, so Rob didn't block the number. How about that, Tom?
No.
Yeah. Who's smarter now? Rob was outwitted today.
Bob's Rob's what?
Rob was outwitted. You outwitted Rob.
Yeah, I beat him.
You beat him?
Yeah, you beat him.
You did.
You did.
Rob,
and yet,
Rob,
Tom,
it's a mistake, but it's a beautiful mistake.
and yet, Tom, there
It
are
works
so
for
many.
today.
There are so many aspects in life where I win.
Right. Oh, that is so
Hey, you know,
gross.
So it's a tie.
Live show at.
Hey, we're going to hang up now, Tom. Don't call us back. Wink, wink.
Hey, guess where we're going to have the live show at?
What do you mean where we're going to have the live show at?
We're not revealing any
No,
details yet, Tom.
stop it. Now you're being trouble. You better hang up the phone. Hang up on him. Let's see if he calls back. Let's wait. Let's wait and see if he calls back.
You know what? You ever feel 2 feet tall?
Yeah. There's nothing on air or off air. I'm not saying 2 words to you about it because this man right here, he is punishing himself right now.
I
This
feel
man
the
is-
blood in
this
my
man-
face right now.
Yeah.
I am so pissed at myself.
He's punishing himself.
I am
Nothing we could say to him.
so pissed at myself.
I had
and
to-
here's what's the worst thing. Yesterday when we called him, I was the one that thought to block it before
Yeah.
we
You
dialed.
You did.
You did. It was you said, shouldn't we block the? What's
then
Rob
Oscar
came in and
went,
said,
"Oh, yeah."
What's the code you put into a block the number?"
67.
And
Right.
and we said star 67. But Rob was the one that brought it up because you knew you dealt. You dealt with Tom more than anybody on the old Don and Mike show.
Oh, my
you dealt with
God.
him probably more on the Mike O'Mara show.
Yes.
You had private conversations with him and
Yes.
Cameron Gray.
Yes,
When
oh.
you guys were off the air, just
and
having
they got
fun
it.
with
Sometimes
Tom.
they got zesty.
Oh, that's great. But here's the thing.
My
I said-
apologies, gentlemen.
Yeah, right now. So here's the magic of Tom Gavin. Right now, it would be really funny if he called in to get, but he won't.
He won't.
He'll call when you start doing your entertainment.
Oh,
report.
absolutely.
That's when it's going to
Yeah.
happen. That's the way he does it.
But I
see-
love that because Rob has had kind of a bumpy week. And for this to cap it on a Friday,
Yeah.
he's going to get so hammered tonight. He's going to get so
I
hammered.
really
Hey,
can't
speaking
because
of this-
I'm having a family over tonight.
I probably have done this more than I have,
Yeah.
but for Oscar Santana and for Rob Spiewak, speaking of bumpy weeks, I said this to the guys off air. I'm going to make it public and say it on the air, too. The work that's being done right now on the Mike O'Mara show between these two guys who are having my back and watching my back and Pony Boy's work and everybody that is literally humming every single day to make this show better for you. Look, we've got our issues that we are fixing on a daily basis. We are working hard. But everybody, I've never felt in my entire radio career that I have had people watching my back and taking care of this show. And I include Rob, I include Oscar, I include Pony, and
Josh.
I like to
Oh,
say
Josh, yeah.
Josh as well. I like to say don't get happy, and I'm not, and I never will be. I'll never be satisfied. But the fact is, I know the work is being done, and that is an amazing feeling. And I'm delighted with it. The work that's being done right now and the effort that's being expended by everybody associated with this show.
Do not
is
exclude
terrific.
yourself because this
Yeah.
calendar
Yeah.
year, no, don't diminish
You
it.
guys,
This calendar year
I get to do this.
has been an amazing year of transition thus far, and it's going to continue transitioning.
Keep grinding.
And when Oscar laid out plans of what was going to happen this year,
Good things coming.
I was really shocked that he thought we could do it.
Yeah,
and
we're-
now that we have accomplished much of what he set out to do, I marvel at ourselves as a group.
I
And
joke
thank
about
you,
it.
Mike, for being as supportive as you are,
right.
because it does require patience and it requires bumps in the road and things that have to be done that we've never done before.
I joke about it, but the word is focus, and we're all kind of focused on making this thing a better product for you. And we love the interaction, and keep it coming. So Tom's obviously not going to call. I think you scared him. I think you scared him once and for all. He's not
Well, he
gonna
gave him
call.
the dad tone.
It's funny because I really was pissed.
It
when
was oh my God, it was.
Tom, you will never be on the show again. Ever.
Tom,
Call him back.
do you want dessert?
Call him back.
Do you want dessert? Okay, but I'm blocking the number again.
Okay. Yeah. Not that it matters now. It doesn't matter now. He's got it.
Star 67,
He's,
right?
You know what? In his brain, the way his brain works, he's probably already memorized it. It's the way that
Doubtful.
goes. Yeah, you think? I bet he's got them all memorized.
Oh yeah, some of the ones he's been.
He's
using
probably
for a
like
long time.
right now. He's probably just getting off the phone with Elliot in his office.
The number you have dialed does not accept anonymous.
Oh, it's still blocked. He has it still blocked.
He turned the block back on.
away.
He turned the block back on as soon as he was done talking to us.
He is really like Despicable Me. He is
That's
an
right.
evil
so
genius.
call him now. So call him now with
All
the
right.
regular number. Why are we blocking it? It's ridiculous. Because for one
It's
day,
ridiculous.
Now listen,
That's the word.
Now, incidentally, this we fix this next week, right?
Yes.
We fix this.
Oh, we
it's
hope to.
it's funny today. It's funny today. How much is it going to cost? Is it going to cost us money?
Rob will tell us.
Rob will
I think
tell
Rex
us.
is a check.
Right.
Big fat
Exactly.
check.
Hello, Tom. How are you? Hi, buddy. How are you, Tom?
Good. How you doing?
I hope you don't mind, Mike. I'm going to sit this one out.
Hey, Tom, you know how Rob said don't ever call the show on that number or you'll never be on the show again?
Yeah.
That's not true. You can call as many times
Call
as you want.
anytime, man.
But we're going to change the number, so you're going to probably have to do it today.
What? What's the number going to be?
No, we're not going to tell you what the new number is. So today you got to take advantage of it. So we're going to hang up with you now, but you can call back as many times as you want.
What are you doing?
Okay?
What are you doing?
Yes, Tom.
Okay, now, hey, watch
Hey.
it, Tom.
Hey, man.
Tom. This is joy for me. That's why he was on for 20 years. Tom, we're going to hang up, and you can call back. Bye.
Love you, Tom.
Now let's see.
Guess what?
What's that?
As bad as me not blocking the number was,
This is so much
this
joy
has
for me
been
today.
so badly mishandled. When you talk about what great work we're doing,
yes,
you have totally undone it right now with one sentence.
I don't care.
He won't call back.
I don't care. He won't now because I want him to.
Yeah.
And he will call right at the moment we're going to go to commercial break. He'll call at an inappropriate time. That's the way it goes.
Will he say something
All right.
inappropriate again about Oscar's ass?
Why does he hate me?
You're going to like this.
Do you think he left the show and then looked up who has signs in front of their houses on Halloween?
Yeah, you never know how it works.
He didn't
with
get it
Tom.
when I told him that.
You never know how that's going to work.
Actually, he
with Tom.
agreed to it. I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's crafty enough to lie on the fly.
I wanted to get to this before we have to move on because we got Oscar's Entertainment Report today. But
I feel like I have a gun to my head right now.
This is frustrating. This list
Keep looking at the phone.
This list is very, very frustrating about where we live and
Okay.
this
Oh, really?
particular region. American burger brands, their guests were asked to rate their recent visit to a burger chain on a number of factors, and a percent delighted score was calculated by average ratings of overall satisfaction, likelihood of revisiting, value for money paid.
Please say value.
And likelihood of recommending.
Okay.
All right. And now the only thing that's hinky, because I got deep into this, I went to the website of the people that did it. I think it's like Empathic or something. It's an empathy name for the company.
Maybe Empathic.
They Empathic might be what it is.
Yeah.
And they actually work with brands. So that makes
is
it
there an
hinky to me.
agenda?
But I went in and I said, are any of their clients on the list? And they weren't, so that's okay.
Wow.
But it's still a little hinky that they put this on there. The benchmarks then rated America's top QSR burger brands. Does anybody know what QSR? Outside of a great radio station. Quality survey results?
I think so.
That could be.
For brands from highest percent delighted to lowest. Would you? There are 16 of them. Would you like to start with the worst rated or the best?
I would like you to start at number 16 and move up to the best rated burger.
You'll never guess what number 16 is.
I will guess McDonald's.
That is incorrect.
Oh, jeez.
Oscar's hometown.
Wendy's.
That is incorrect. Pony, would you like to guess what the worst one was?
I have no idea. Let's say Burger King.
Pony boy with the tip in. He gets it. Rob's
I
still
love
looking.
Burger King
Rob's still
burgers.
looking at the phone.
I will. You know what? I'll probably drive over here tonight and look at the phone.
The Whopper.
Yeah, it is. It's,
See, you guys are more Burger King centric than me. I don't like the Burger King
I like
product
a
that
Whopper.
much.
I think if you want to go to the all-time go-to, if you really are in a pinch,
Wow.
the Whopper is what it's all
Without,
about.
you know what? Too mayonnaisey. Their burgers are mayonnaisey.
I like mayonnaise
I
on my
don't.
burger.
I don't.
I
Elvis
like
hated
that.
mayonnaise.
Number 15.
You're not Elvis.
Number 15 we do have here.
This is true.
And I base all of these, they get extra credit for me if they're in the zit.
Okay.
If they're located in the zit.
Well, you have
All
a Burger King in the zit.
Don't you have everything in the zit?
We have two Burger
I have
Kings
Roy
in the zit.
Rogers in the zit. Two of them.
We have
Yeah.
Roy. We don't. And the thing about this list, and this is what ultimately makes me sad, we don't have everything in the zit.
Really?
And I want the winners. I want some of the top 10.
Oh,
And we don't
okay.
have it. Yes, Pony.
You have Checkers.
We have Checkers,
Yeah, you
and that
do.
is another one for Pony because that comes in at number 15.
What did you guys have rehearsal?
Pony, were you surprised at that? Because I think when I was doing a lot of burgering, I thought that
When Mike was the Burgermeister?
burgering. Yeah, I had a girl. I think it was 4th floor Hughes Hall at American University.
Yeah.
We burgered for about anyway.
Didn't they used to call you Warren?
Warren Burger,
Didn't you play? It was a summer stock gig. The Hamburglar.
the Hamburglar.
Theme park work.
So that's the second worst is Checkers at 30%. But I think Checkers is a pretty sound little burger.
Isn't
joint.
Checkers you got to eat?
Something like that.
You got to eat. Okay.
the
then.
granddaddy comes in at number 14, McDonald's.
Okay. Well,
30.
I think that makes sense.
How many more burger joints are there?
Well, this is the thing.
I
a
think
lot
there's
of
12
these,
more.
You know where if you want to really get your burger on, you got to move to the West Coast.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
true.
I think our West Coast listeners would know that. Number 12 is Wendy's.
See, Wendy's is a great burger.
Now, what's weird on this list, they put 2 number 12s, almost like they were.
Oh, then it's tied.
Like it was in a high rise, and they didn't want people to
Do
go
they
to the 13th
do
floor.
they go 12, 12, and then 10?
It goes 12, 12, 11.
Oh, wow, then they just screwed up.
Wendy's and Hardee's were tied at 12. Carl's Jr., that's the one Don turned me
And
on
isn't
to
that the
back in
same thing
day.
as Hardee's? I thought they were the same umbrella.
They might be related. Number 9, this is a big surprise. We've been there.
Yeah.
Rob, we've been there in a limo.
Where?
White Castle.
Oh, White Hassle.
White Hassle. Those are the little square ones,
yeah,
right?
Sliders, they're great.
Those are little death balls.
Steamed burgers.
White Castle and Jack in the Box is number 9.
What, is this list from 1970?
It's the list.
They still have on the West Coast. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, the one in McLean closed before the bicentennial.
Do you remember? You're familiar with Jack in the Box, right?
yeah.
Sure.
Do you remember when Jack in the Box had tacos?
Sure.
Jack Tacos.
They still have them on the West Coast.
Do they still have Jack Tacos?
And that was your DJ name.
It's Jack Taco. And also
at the Latin station.
At the Latin station when I worked there for only a month.
Yes.
But after that, I use Jack Taco when I'm sexting.
Dear Miss Leathers.
Now, here's what's weird.
Here's a wide angle pick.
This is why I like this, because it's not what you might think. Number 8, Dairy Queen.
I don't put I don't think of food when I think of, or a burger when I think of dairy.
I think of the thing, the Blizzard.
Yeah, the Blizzard.
Yeah.
I think of Brazier. Remember Brazier?
Brazier.
Number 6. This is a strange list. I don't know why we had White Castle at 9, Jack in the Box at 9, Dairy Queen at 8, and then there are 2 tied at 6.
What is?
Sonic, which we're familiar with.
That's nice tots.
Great tots.
I think Sonic has great brand recognition, and they have a great reputation. I'm not sure when I drive into a Sonic if I think it's all that.
And you know what?
When I get there.
Great sodas. Don't they have all kinds of great flavors? And we got to move, Mike. I just looked at the clock.
Oh, my God. Okay, number 6, Crystal.
Crystal
That's
Burger.
tied. Number
that's
5,
West Coast, right?
one of my favorites,
South
Steak and
as
Shake.
well.
Number 4, Culver's. Number 3, Whataburger. Ever been?
West. Yes, I have.
Yep.
Love great
Good.
burgers. Great burgers.
Number 2, your man.
Five Guys?
Five Guys,
Yes.
number 2. And, ladies and gentlemen, the number 1, In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, yeah.
In-N-Out Burger. What's the secret sauce at In-N-Out Burger? We'll take a break, come back with Oscar Razzi, the Entertainment Report with Oscar Santana right after this, everybody. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I want to thank all of you that are sharing your wonderful Amazon stories about shopping through Mike O'Mara Show's Amazon page. We really, really appreciate it. It is an engine that drives this show.
Yes.
And it is the one-stop shop for you to get everything you need and get so at a very, very good price. Get ready for back to school. Almost too late for that. Blow off the big crowded box stores. Have a drink. Do your shopping online while you're getting loaded.
Yeah.
And go through our page to do it. Amazon even has aspirins for mom and dad for the morning after.
We need those after the school shopping.
If you need it, Amazon has it always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. And don't forget, it's the best place for all your office supplies, too. Amazon. Do it this weekend. Thank you very much. Now, without further ado, it's time for Oscar Razzi. Yeah, everybody. I love this guy. Yeah.
Well, this music's appropriate.
Thank you.
It's 3 weeks we've been playing. You just heard it?
Oh, I just paid attention.
Thank you. What do you got for us on Oscar Razzi this week?
Starting off, you've probably heard this already, but if you haven't, here you go. Jennifer Lopez's Hamptons mansion has been absconded by a stalker.
He stole it?
No, he lived in it for about a month.
Did he screw the English up on that?
I think if you abscond with something, you steal it.
Well, let me
Say it
ask you
again.
this.
Say it again.
She bought a $10 million house in the Hamptons, right?
He's played his music. What is it? What happened to Jennifer Lopez's house?
She bought a $10 million house in the Hamptons.
Yes.
A stalker who has already been profiled in the courts, who was ordered to stay away from her, lived in her pool house for 6 days.
Oh, wow. You know what he is, Mike? He's a squatter.
And did he live there while she was on the property?
No, he lived there while the security was on the property.
And they didn't know he was there?
Didn't know!
Oh!
Bad security.
I bet they're all like 900-pound dumb guys.
Yep.
And this is what you do when you stay in some celebrity's pool house. You post about it on Facebook.
Oh, God. It doesn't get any stupider.
That's what you do when you're a stalker.
John?
I don't think, Rob, I really don't think stupid as much as just disturbed.
You know what it is?
That's somebody that's just excited.
He's very lucky he is not Facebook friends with the security guards.
If it's Jennifer Lopez's Hampton Mansion pool house, I bet it's not like
on
it's
3
not
acres,
like
it's
where
on 3 acres.
It's not like where Damone banged that chick. Right?
Pastime.
Probably a little more elaborate than that one.
I helped her with my math homework.
Let me ask you this: you have a detached garage. A lot of people
Yes.
do in our listening audience.
Yes. And I have a shed.
If someone lived in the shed or the detached garage, would you know?
If someone lived in the shed, they'd have about 6 inches of living space next to the Christmas decorations. Oh, my God! My secret's out of the bag. And there's not a padlock there. Go ahead. Take them.
No, don't.
Yeah, I know,
What are
just
you
kidding.
doing?
No, I'm just having
John
fun.
Du Bois, 49 years old, allegedly settled into jail's $10 million watermill home in early August, as he was a welcome guest.
That's pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
So he had to, just imagine, though, no matter what the guy's all about, the guy at some point has to come and go to get food. He has to.
Do you know what his
unless the thing was probably maybe stocked with chow. I don't know.
Do you know what
maybe snacks.
His online name was?
What was it?
Because it wasn't his real name. Clearly,
Okay.
there's legalities involved.
Right.
It was David A. Lopez.
I'm her brother. I'm her brother.
Now, you buy that house, and say he got into the main home somehow. They haven't given all the details.
Right.
yet. Would you
I
be-
bet he did. If they didn't know he was in the pool house, he probably had the run of the place.
Would you be okay with moving into that home afterwards?
If
Has she already moved in, or
no, she had just purchased it.
Oh,
but I don't know what furniture had been moved in. They don't give that detail.
The bottom line is these stalkers are, no matter where she lives, he's, so that issue's what I would be okay with is moving into the house after I scanned the entire security operation.
and maybe even sue them.
Yeah,
Because you know
absolutely.
what? Chances are there's a puddle somewhere.
Oh, God. Yeah, you'd have to take the black lights
You
to the
would, yeah,
property.
you would. Call the Mary Maids.
Spoken like you really understand stalking.
Keep in mind, I listened to you a long time before we worked together.
Guys,
oh my God, what's wrong with this seat?
Have you seen this?
I'm sitting in his chair.
Apparently, Richie Sambora has been fired from the Bon Jovi tour.
Well, that happened
That
a long
happens
time
all
ago.
the time.
Well, it happens multiple times. Is
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Yeah, he's got some issues.
Now
I
they
think
say
with substances.
They say it's money issues this time around.
That's probably Richie Sambora's camp that's saying
He was making about $2 million to tour.
Right.
And regardless if he goes back on tour now, he has all these just songwriting rights to it.
Right.
He co-wrote a lot of the
yeah,
big hits,
so they
right?
say that he's actually going to get paid maybe half that amount every time they perform the songs.
No, you know what? Do you have to pay licensing for a live recording?
I don't
mean, a
know.
live performance.
I know that Aerosmith got boned on their first record deal,
Right.
And the publishing rights, half of it went to the actual management.
Yeah, but
And every time they perform those songs, it says it kills them because they know they perform it that they got to pay the management from years ago for the publishing
I
rights.
think it's only sales of them, though. I don't.
No,
think
no, it's performance as well. I kid you not.
I never knew that.
So when you go to a concert, if you have, so he's got a pony up for Richie Sambora because he co-wrote those songs.
Yes.
Well, that's it. I mean,
Wow.
he's making ass loads of money on the tour. So,
And do you think if when Sambora was touring, do you think he was making less than John Bon Jovi?
Oh, I imagine so.
$2 million does not sound like a Bon Jovi tour? Believe it or not.
That troubles
Sounds
me.
Like it might be a little more.
Because Bon
20%.
Jovi really positions himself as a good guy.
Yeah.
And if he's
Well,
taking
5
the bigger
members.
piece,
It was 20% 5 members.
Did
I don't
you ever
know what
see the
merch is.
documentary? Did you ever watch
No,
it?
I've never seen it.
Okay, the documentary. Good guy, but control free.
Is he really?
Like beyond control free.
Well,
like,
that-
when you guys are putting in the phone line?
Yeah.
I'd be sitting over there asking 500 questions, not allowing you to do it.
Well, the thing is, Mike, hair like that doesn't just happen.
Exactly.
You got to try.
I know that you have a young son now, but
Yes,
maybe
I
not old enough to know the famous Jet Jackson on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
No.
You remember that show,
Sure.
Rob? And Rizzoli,
I don't, actually. That's between children.
Rizzoli and Isles as of late, but
I got a name for today's show.
some sad news.
Right.
Actor Lee Thompson Young, the famous Jet Jackson, he's most famous for, dead at 29, committed suicide.
No way.
Yeah, isn't that sad?
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty
too
sad.
bad. Well, I
Apparently,
guess
he had
that's
some
your
issues,
career, though.
depression. So we'll see what happens.
Do you have anything about Fred?
No,
The kid that
nothing
plays
about
Fred.
Fred. Nothing about
This was
Fred.
a spin-off show from iCarly.
Right.
And I think his real name is Lucas Cruikshank or something like that.
Isn't it really just an extension of a circus clown when you're on that network?
Pretty much.
Well, no, but it launched his career, and I was a big fan of his.
And speaking of that, have you seen Patton's most recent stand-up special?
No.
And he's talking about circus clowns. He's talking about the circus in general.
Right.
But he does a riff on clowns are the natural extension of transvestites. They just kept going. I think he's a
little scary. He's so brilliant.
Still the funniest guy.
But
out
anyway,
there.
the kid who plays Fred came out of the closet this week,
Oh.
surprising nobody.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
Seamless
congratulations.
segue. Were you guys a big Prison Break fan?
No.
Oh no, really?
No,
No,
not a
I
big
tried.
fan.
To do, I tried to do it once.
Prison Break star Wentworth Miller has come out publicly to the entire world, and he's actually doing this as he slams Russia's anti-gay bill.
Really? Well, I don't
Good
like
for
what the
him.
Russians are doing over there. That's ridiculous.
I
right?
love the fact, you know, that wrestler.
How's that for being controversial?
You really
I hate that Russia hates the gays.
Lightning rod.
Right.
When that wrestler came out 2 weeks ago, Robert phrased it to me. He says he stepped out of the closet.
He stepped out of the closet.
And I like Robert. That's
more
very,
appropriate terminology.
I think it's a very accurate way.
Hello,
Here I am. I stepped out of the closet.
Spotlight and all.
Absolutely.
Wentworth says, I'm deeply troubled by the current attitude toward the treatment of gay men and women in the Russian government.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he had waited this long, I'm glad he's actually backing something.
Yeah.
I do like that terminology because coming out of the closet would be like, hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Stepping out would be, yeah, now look at me.
Yeah, I'm stepping out.
And I'll leave you with the biggest news of the day, and I know we'll discuss this more on Monday while you're in Maine,
Yes.
and it is that the new Batman has been announced.
Oh, we didn't even talk about it today.
Ben Affleck, everybody.
Yeah, and you know what? We will cover that probably on Monday because you know there will be a weekend of BS about it. Speaking of, this is the Step Out Singers with their version of Batman. That's a wonderful Oscarazzi this week.
Thank you,
Oscar.
Well done. We'll take a break. Come back with Rob's Magic Audio Vault right after this. Wow, I love that. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. It's only Friday. Good luck to you.
Still got a little yesterday in you?
Yeah, I do. Week from Friday, we got a bonus hour. Got a great bonus hour this week.
Oh, yeah.
Next week, the Spintacular. It's really like a disc jockey was hit by a moving train, and all his parts continued to talk.
Yeah, like when a snake bites itself.
Exactly. This segment of the program is brought to you by Bull Run Cigar Box Guitars. I was watching a lovely video of John Fanning, who will be performing at the upcoming auction for Helping Haitian Angels, playing his cigar box
Is he
guitar.
coming out?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
that's
coming.
fantastic.
He's stepping out, Rob.
Oh, hey.
In this day and age, it's rare to find something that's truly an American original. But if you're a musician, collector, or you have any desire for this type of stuff, check out Bull Run Cigar Box Guitars. They're created by our friend John Fanning. He is a musician and a master woodworker, and these guitars are one of a kind. They're also Civil War replicas, and he will take, if you're a Civil War buff, he will take one of those little Civil War bullets and put it up on near the frets.
So
it's
cool.
really great. They not only sound great, but they're wonderful keepsakes. To get yours, go to bullruncbg.com or check out Bull Run Cigar Box Guitars by John Fanning on Facebook. Bull Run Cigar Box Guitars, an American original. Without further ado, let's get right to it. We're running super late. Take it away, Rob.
Let's step out. You're not a big fan of the Colorado Rockies, are you?
Well, I like the ballpark.
Okay.
When we were out in Denver, I really wanted to go there, and they've got a great fan base out there.
They've got a first base coach named Renee Lackerman.
Okay.
Or Lackerman.
Yeah.
And this week,
Lackerman.
they were doing batting practice. You know, there's the extra balls on the field, and invariably they pick them up and give them to kids in the stands.
Yeah.
Right.
This guy was captured on television or by somebody giving a lecture to the kid before he gave him the ball, which sounds sort of like a dick move.
But it was cool, I'm
I
sure.
love the lecture. Check it out.
There you go. Hey, don't you be lying to me, understand? You live with your mother and father? When your dad takes the trash out, you take it out. When your mother tells you to clean your room up, you clean it up. You go to the bathroom, you lift the toilet seat up. Don't be peeing on the toilet seat, you understand? You got a cell phone? Don't get one because you can't. You play video games? Don't do that either. Be a dummy like the rest of these idiots out here. That's all we do is play video games. You come home from school, the first thing you do is your homework. You understand that? You eat your dinner, eat up all your vegetables, okay? You got a brother and sister? Don't be fighting with them, all right? Okay, you go ahead and sit on down so you can watch the Rockies come back and whip up on these Phillies. See you later, buddy.
Isn't that great?
if
And then he gives him the ball.
If I'm the dad, I'm having trouble walking after that. That is
so
just
great.
so fantastic. I love that.
He's talking like a modern guy, but he sounds like it's 1940. Gotta go beat up on those Phillies now.
You know I've been. I've watched a lot of baseball, and I've been to a lot of spring training where you're up close and personal. The coaching staffs for these major league teams, they're lifers. They're guys who have been in the game. They're not all superstars, but they're guys that still coach,
I love
and
those guys.
they're just grizzled veterans. They've been there forever, and they're fun to watch. They have a lot of fun. These guys doing it.
When you were starting out, I know you had some TV work in the world of commercials. Any of them you regret?
Why do you ask? Because there's been something floating around the internet.
No, I'm not going to play
lately.
I'm not going to play the merchant spot.
You're not going to play the merchant
I'm not
spot.
going to play the tomato spot.
Yeah. I was proud of it.
I thought the merchant spot was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Character work.
Well, that's how I define it. Great.
Well, Mike, early in your career, great character work.
Hey, I took work wherever I could get it. I still am available for commercial work.
At least you.
If anybody wants to give me a job.
P.O. Box 3.
All right.
Manassas, Virginia.
Let me try. Let me do a little quick audition.
Okay, here we are.
Please.
No.
You try this product, you won't get any older, and you won't ever die.
Wow, when he gets off mic, it sounds like when I play the tape.
Off mic's great.
Yeah, I like it.
You caught some crap about that yesterday.
I caught crap from everything this week.
Yeah.
Is this week over yet? For God's sake.
Black Cloud.
At least, Charlie Brown, walking with my head down. Speed whack. At least you never endorsed a product that I would call embarrassing.
Right.
See if you can spot the voice on this 1980s Preparation H commercial.
Okay.
It's a guy you like very much.
Now you can relieve inflamed hemorrhoidal tissue with the oxygen action of
Alec
Preparation
Baldwin.
H.
Nope.
It accelerates absorption of pure oxygen to help shrink swelling of inflamed hemorrhoidal tissue, as it often relieves pain and itch for hours. Preparation H with oxygen action.
Walter White. That is Bryan Cranston
it's
doing
come
a
a long
Preparation H commercial.
I'm loving it, and just got into, I think, finished the second episode of season 2.
Oh, you're moving.
Yeah, they just, now you've seen it all, right?
All.
You're caught up?
All.
Okay, you know where I am? This is how far behind I am. You
Okay.
can tell me how far behind.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. They just killed Tuco.
Yeah.
The brother-in-law just shot
this is-
Tuco.
You're on such a phenomenal ride. You're going to enjoy the rest of
It's
the season.
but I got a long way to go,
Yeah.
and it's finding the time to do it.
It
so.
gets a little hinky around 3, but then they get right back on it.
Okay, good stuff.
Breaking Bad is one of the greatest critically reviewed series in the history of television.
Rightly so, fabulous.
Right behind it is another show, Mike, called Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. And Mama June is getting ready for her commitment ceremony.
Oh, no.
And you had breakfast?
No, I have not.
Good. Empty stomach, best way to hear these
Okay.
tapes. They're discussing her ladyscaping for her commitment ceremony. Mama June.
Do you plan on doing any ladyscaping, if you know what that is?
My always. So there will be no
That is a lie!
If Schubert is on good behavior, I may actually let him trim me up a couple decades.
That's disgusting.
Trim her up a couple decades.
You can imagine what that train wreck looks like.
Guess what? It gets better.
Snake pit.
Because they're talking about all the things that have to be done other than that.
Right.
I'd never thought this deep about her routines. More about Mama June on Honey Boo Boo.
One thing that Mama definitely needs to get done at the spa is get her chins vacuumed.
What is she saying? What is
One
that?
thing that Mama June has to get done is have her chins vacuumed.
Mama also needs to get rid of that little neck crust right here.
To get rid of the neck crust.
Elbows.
That is
They look like potato elbows. She needs a neck shawl too because she needs to get those wild neck hair.
The one thing that Mama definitely needs done on spa day is get her neck hairs plucked. Whenever I go out for a hug, they tickle me.
The neck hairs tickle her, Mike.
God, just celebrating being an absolute troll pig scumbag.
Don't forget to vacuum your chins.
That is so gross.
I tell you who doesn't vacuum his chin.
Don't advertise it,
Marvin Gaye III does not vacuum his chins.
Really?
Marvin Gaye III is now responding to the fact that Robin Thicke is threatening to sue the gays, the gay family.
Gay family.
Robin Thicke is threatening to sue the gays based on the fact that the gays are threatening to sue Robin Thicke because their songs. Right. So Marvin Gaye III has this to say.
First of all, what would he want to be protected from if he didn't do anything?
Right.
Good question. Yeah, good question. Are you going to go after him?
My counsel is right now in the process of taking care of business. And like I said, once again, I'm here to hold my father's life.
I think he should represent himself.
The work that he's put in, his blood, sweat, and tears, he's always have to get credit for that.
I think that in this, I support the gays. I do.
Do you seriously? Are you with the gay estate?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And if you doubt me, here's a Marvin Gaye song called "Trouble Man." It's from the early '70s, I think. And I want to leave you with a clip after we've heard this of a Robin Thicke song called $1 Million Baby. Okay, this is a different song.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, my.
Yeah, that's not just sampling.
We may have a trend, and maybe is that why Robin Thicke is responding and protesting so much?
And you know what? He is making enough on this album. Just write that family a check.
Yeah.
I mean, swear to God, you're making great music,
right,
but you're doing it on the shoulders of Marvin Gaye.
Wow.
Help him out.
Hard to argue with that, Rob.
Anyway, there you go. That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great weekend, and Mike, have a great trip.
Wow, thank you very much. Next week, I'll be reporting from the state of Maine, but I'll be on the show every single day. So,
Vacation land.
3 days I'll be joining the guys via Skype, and then a couple of days on the phone, and because I'm going to be in a bear cave.
What I'm going to do is block the number when we call it.
Yeah, and that should be fun. You got some work to do with that phone over the weekend.
Yeah.
But you'll take care of it.
You bet.
We got to get out of here. Thanks for a great week of shows. Thank you all for supporting our show. We appreciate it. If you'd like tech support questions for the Mike O'Mara Show to be answered, contact our main man, Ponyboy. It's a very simple address, ponyboy@MikeO'MaraShow.com. All correspondence for our show can be sent to TMOS, Box 3, Manassas, Virginia, 20108. For Rob and Oscar, this is Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Wait, don't go. I need to tell you that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website, always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.